What's up, guys? What's up, guys? I know a lot of Republicans out there. Y'all mad at Trump, but he's got a lot on his plate. He's got a lot of people hating on him. And it's hard. You can't be allies with nobody because everybody want to use them. Hi. Everybody wants to use America. You know what I mean? It's just a pita with some avocado on it. Cheap. Probably could have put some tomatoes on it, but kind of lazy. What are you eating, Winston? What you eating for lunch? I could have made a burger, but I don't feel like making a burger. It is lunchtime. But yeah, like, I think Trump siding with, allying with Israel is a strategic move. You know what I mean? They have a lot of power over there with the Gaza Strip. Hold on, Patah, what you were saying about Israel, the location of it? That's a very rich location, right, in resources. Israel got a lot of resources, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's why Trump got it. You know, we can't. Sounds good. I used to love curry chicken. I used to eat it all the time. We gotta have some type of allies, people that can, you know, hold us down, have our back. You know what I mean? Everybody needs a rich friend, you know? So, you know, America can't be bullies to everybody. Some people we gotta. Some people we can bully. I beg to differ, Lloyd. I beg to differ. That's a lot of guac. It's not even guac, it's just avocado. It's literally just avocado. It's good though. It's a lot of good fat. There are no real friends. Because everybody on toast, on a pita, actually, on a pita. Because Biden let so many people in here that, shoot, these other countries are doing just as good as us, probably, with just as much money, and because we let so many people come in here and take advantage of our country and build themselves up and then they send their money home to their countries. And we do want their countries to do well too, but we want to make sure that they're morally right and that they're on a good, they have boundaries and they have morals, and everyone has a fair chance and stuff like that. But like, it's just out of control. You So we come to a point where we can't even help nobody else no more. We can't even help nobody else no more, or we're not gonna have anything left, because these people just want to take, take, take. They don't want to give back to America. They want to take from America and give back to their homelands to make their country stronger, and then make America becomes weaker. So that's why we're at the point where we're at. Well, Cookie Jar, inform me of something else. Tell me what you think is going on. You know what I mean? So we're not as strong as we used to be. We're weaker than how we used to be. What part are you disappointed in? You gotta be more in depth. Because I'm not saying that we can't help people. I'm just saying that we have to help people that also want to help us. It has to be a two-way exchange. It just can't be a free-for-all. Come in. This ain't a gold rush. We just come in and just take. That's why you're weak. Why? Everybody, when you say something in a comment, go more in depth. Go more in depth. So I can, feel what you're saying. Francis, who said that? Franco of Frank off. That looks like it says narcotics. So like, who cares what you think, dear? You realize no context. We're just strong. We're just lazy. How are we lazy? Perfect shoulders. Amazingly strong looking shoulders. Thank you. You like my shoulders, dear? Flex them. Alright, that's why you're weak. I'm trying to read this stuff, guys. I'm trying to read this stuff. Like, the first people who came here to the US just came and stayed. Why can't everyone else do the same? No, we came and we built. We came and we built and we contributed. We didn't come and stay and leech. We came, we stayed, and we contributed. I'm 50 years old. Are you serious? Say something else. I need more in depth. I need some information. Will you beautiful? How old are you? I'm 35. I said you're weak because Trump is your president. You think people don't build and contribute? You do build and contribute, but what do you contribute to American people? Are you making it possible for American people to also become powerful, or are you only making it for your people to become powerful in America so that they can send more money home to your country? Damn, welcome. Welcome to the gun show, shoulder flex diabolical. People of color was the first indigenous people in the United States, and the United States aids nothing but a corporation. We're contributing everybody we got and everything we got. Everything in America can be achieved and ordered from a couch. You have beautiful eyes, no creep. So that's why Trump is getting in with Israel, because Israel, they keep shit for Jewish people. They're Jewish for Jewish. They look out for their people first. Man, get the book, The Truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, but the truth. The more Americans was here, it was already established society here in the United States before the Europeans even stepped. Heck yes, agreed, sister. They're the first things I noticed. Your eyes are incredible. Red wine or white wine? Red. But white is good too. White gets you tipsy though. White gets you tipsy. If you want to get tipsy quick, drink some white wine. Wow, still amazing. Just reading about quantum mechanics, really interesting. Oh, really? What's interesting about it? Tell me more. You do know they changed the names to Egypt and moved people around. What do you mean they changed the name of Egypt and moved people around? Gotta claim your nationality to find out who you are. These people are tricking us. That's that part. That's why we FBAs. You feel me? That's why black people, and I honestly think like black people standing up and saying, hey, we are Americans. You know what I mean? Like, I know we went through that transition where we're like, oh, you know, our genetics are from Africa. Everybody's genetics, everybody has African genetics. Even white people got some African DNA in them. But really discovering who you are, where your people came from, who your great grandparents were, what they contributed to America, that's what makes you foundational Black American. Because remember when I first came on here, I was telling y'all that my great grandfather fought in the Civil War. My great grandmother, she helped fallen soldiers. She made moonshine and she made fried chicken. And one of the soldiers loved her so much that they did like a fake marriage, and it was like a fake marriage, and he signed her name on his Social Security. He started getting, you know, the Civil War funds, you know, the tax fund from being in the Civil War, that money. He signed that over to her because he loved her so much. She was such a... Trump is into Israel because if Israel fails, the U.S. falls with you. And if it doesn't fail, then we don't fail. Preferred filet mignon or seafood? Well, I'm a vegan, so I'm probably going to order the salad. And then I'm going to order, you know, I'm going to probably order all the veggie sides, some French fries, salad, some white wine, some red wine, and I'll probably eat all the bread too. And I'm sure they have, if it's a really nice place, they're gonna have some amazing salads with cranberries and walnuts and, you know, all those little things in it, and a house-made dressing. All right, that's a good question. That was a good question. Why build a wall to keep out your neighbors? Imagine if Canada did it to you. Neighbors. We're not trying to keep out neighbors. We're keeping out illegals. Black Americans are Israelites, the true Israelites. Man, okay. I don't know what you're talking about, man. Israel. We're not the Israelites, man. We're FBAs. So she's a criminal if she made moonshine. No, dear. This is way before the 1920s, dear.
Let me
before
do that.
Mama, brush your teeth, Mama. This is way before, what's it called? The abolishment of moonshine. This is before that. This is like, when was the Civil War? I gotta go back. I got my iPad right here. Let's look. This is during... Yeah, this is during 1861, dear. 1861. Moonshine was abolished in 1920, dear. So your dates are a little mixed up. And that's okay, because I mix my dates up a lot too, and I forget a lot of stuff too. You know what I mean? Because I have kids. There's an A and B particles that move around. It's unpredictable when join its breath life. Wow, amazing story you have. Thank you. Look at what they dug up in Tennessee. Dug up in Tennessee. Okay, I'll Google it. What did they dig up in Tennessee? That sounds interesting. Six eight six eight six eight. I typed drugged up in Tennessee. Ooh, ancient indigenous graves? Native American mounds? Wow. Yeah. I know about the Native Americans. Yeah. I know Native Americans were here. I know that. But also the Native Americans and the white people, they made treaties, dear. The Native Americans agreed for America to be established eventually after all those wars and stuff. You know what I mean? So like, we're not here. We're not on land we're not supposed to be on. Everything here, it was here. Everything's documented. Killed in Palestine. I'm still learning about this Palestinian thing and the Israel thing. I don't know too much about that. Adam was black. King Solomon was black. Yahweh, the Son of God, was black. King David, black. Yeah, we know. That's not a bad thing. But just because all of them were black doesn't mean that we don't have other people here. We got red people here. We got white people here. We got yellow people here. So we're gonna have to, do some treaties and stuff like that. You gotta be involved. You can't can't. And I understand like what was going on over there in Africa. That's very good. That's an African fight. And we're not saying nothing about Africa, but we're saying that we were here. Our people are here. We're ICE. We don't have nothing to do with ICE. ICE shouldn't be touched, when it comes to black people, we don't have nothing to do with ICE. Yeah, these make my eyes itch sometimes too. And then the Assyrian captivity, I don't have nothing to do with that. I'm talking about right now in 2026, sir. We're talking about American people right now and saving America. That's what we're talking about. We're not talking about any land you lost in Africa. You got to go take that up with Africa or whoever y'all gonna take that up with. But right now we're dealing with America, and in America we see that that the Democratic Party isn't the party we should be. If you're a true American, the Democratic Party isn't the party you want to be a part of. You should be a part of the Republican Party. And then you have a lot of people saying, oh, Trump isn't doing his job. He's not doing his job. I think he's doing this job the best he freaking can in the circumstances that he's in. especially after after what Biden and Obama did quietly, when nobody knew what was going on, what they were doing, bringing all these people into the country, and then we bring them over here, and we think that they want to help America, they want to be good Americans. And I'm not saying all, I'm just saying some. You know what I mean? But some people just want to take. They want to commit crimes. They don't want to work hard. They have a mindset of there is no such thing as karma. There is no such thing. I can do whatever I want to do and get away with it. It doesn't matter what I do. Some people that come over here do have that mindset. I know because I saw it in my chat. We've all seen it in my chat. Yes.
Can you push this back in?
Push it back in?
Yeah, just walk in.
Okay, yeah. Excuse me.
She's gone right now. Wait, please.
That's good. I'm glad you enjoyed it. You look like you enjoyed it. You got food all over your mouth. The real question is about the Assyrians. No, we're not. Favorite time. Blah, 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 blah. I make Irish moonshine. Really? I bet that's good. Just for the record, all Caucasians, and I'm white. I am an Anglo-Saxon. I came from Israel. My DNA came from. This is the average American. 1860s. The problem. Oh yeah, you give me a date for the Civil War. Yes, dear. Okay, 1860s. What college did you go to again? Your information, did you go to a college down south, a historical black college? I did. I went to a Catholic college and a historical black college. I went to both. What is he referring to with was prohibition? Right, that's what I was looking for. I said abolishment of moonshine, but I meant prohibition, which is like the same thing, but I meant prohibition, but I couldn't remember the word. Hey girl, what's up? Chilling. I'm not a genius. I'm just talking. I'm not claiming to be smart. That's a man. Stoner boy, you still smoke weed? Oh my goodness. I feel so sorry for you, dear. See, I told you she wasn't even know her history. We've been lied to about go back to. Sir, you out here talking about you an Israelite. What you gonna do? You finna take over Israel? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Like, what's your plan? Why would you want to be an Israelite when you could be an American and you can be, an ally with the Israelites? American is the best. I don't care what nobody says. American is the best. We built the best country. That's why y'all can come here and make something of yourself. And we want you to continue to come here and make something of yourself. But when you come here, you're not going to be committing crimes. You're not going to be disrespecting Americans. You're not going to be harassing people. You're not going to be harassing children. You're going to act like you got some damn sense. And that's what, and Trump, he sees it. He saw America going down. He saw the infrastructure in other countries going up, but the infrastructure in America going down. He saw that. That's why he's spending so much money building up our infrastructure and making things look better, because that's a part of, people have to be in amazement when they, just like when you have a house and you want to impress people, you have to have an amazing yard, you have to have an amazing house, you have to look the part to inspire people to become better, to learn more, to be proud of who they are. You know what I mean? How can we be proud if the buildings are falling down? How can we be proud if the bridges are falling down? How can we be proud if other people are coming here and they're getting more education than the Americans that are here? They're taking more scholarships than the Americans that are here. I'm not saying that you can't have we can't have you guys can't have stuff too. But what I'm saying is, we're not gonna allow you guys to come here, get into positions of power, and only look out for your people, while the people that built the foundation, FBAs, are looked down upon. They're not succeeding in a land that our forefathers died for, to so that we can succeed. So now we're noticing a lot in black people, FBA people. You are the key here. You got to stop voting Democrat. You got to start voting Republican. That's what it really is. I know y'all want to be like, oh, we can't vote Republican. Let's just sit out and be independent. Hell no. Because there's two choices. You got two damn choices, blue or red. Ain't no purple. Ain't no yellow. Blue or red. The blue is for others. And I love others, but the red is for American. And then others, we will look out for you. Don't worry. You'll be looked out for. I got a new cat. Really? That's cool. I love cats. Bro, she be trolling hard. I just realized that. Benny, you trolling. You on how I'm trolling on my YouTube. See, I told y'all. Oh man, I missed it. Damn, I'm missing everything. What college did you go to? Blah, blah, blah. That's a man. See, I told you she doesn't even know her history being alive. Okay, that's old. I'm trying to see this new shit y'all wrote here. We got some hard eyes. Who gave me all those hard eyes? Thank you, Chris. Okay, can I crack? Oh my goodness. See, that's another problem with y'all too. Too focused on sexual relations when you need to be focused on your country. So you can continue to have sexual relations. Because if all these people come over here and take over your country, you know where you're going to be at? Under the freeway. All the Americans going to be under the freeway, and it's going to be people from other countries running our shit, and we're going to be wondering, damn, why the White House falling? Why the White House crumbling down? Damn, why are our libraries crumbling down? Damn, why we ain't got no place to live no more? Damn, why we ain't got no jobs? Damn, why the airport crumbling? Why all those countries in the Bermuda Triangle, why they all got new airports? Why they got new White Houses, and all of them got nice houses now? Why we gonna be wondering what's going on? It was really nice, and every woman in the world would get a big, thick. Okay, not reading that. King Solomon found the United States. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Thank you, Mario. Hey, black woman. Hey. The Palestinians are the true Druze, and the true Hebrews, the crypto Jews. Well, that's y'all. Y'all gotta figure that out. I'm talking about America. I ain't talking about Israel. I ain't talking about Palestinians. Whoever over there now and in power, that's who we making deals with. If y'all gotta go over there and do your thing. We ain't worried about that. Where did you get your ideology from? Those are all labels that the Europeans bestowed upon us to steal our land. Are you serious? Did you go to Black Historic College? Junior Valles. The Indians, the Cherokees, the Pocahontas, the Blackfoot, the Cherokee, the Chickasaw, they were all first in the United States. They're the true United States people. Nice contact lenses. Thank you. I'm talking about working. Well, let me see what's going on outside. Hold on. All right, we good. Ain't nothing going on. I'm talking about working on a marketing campaign to have Nicki Minaj sponsor our pig milk campaign for vehicles. Yes, Nicki Minaj is a great candidate. I like Nicki Minaj because Nicki Minaj, she know it's real. She knows she know what the United States did for her. She knows. Why is he covered up for PDFs while he's not releasing the Epstein files? And that's another thing about the Democrats, man. They keep talking about these Epstein files. He's covering up. If he's covering it up, but